sure you're familiar with Thailand. We've done business here. We have Thai business partner elsewhere. So for me as a businessman to come talk here, it probably an old hat to you guys. But what today the point is, given the short relative time, is that in Thailand, where pre-Asian financial crisis 1997, we were up and coming, the fifth tiger had to start. Since then, we have come back pretty strong, and but out of these economic progress, what I see is that majority of the companies that are doing well are, first of all, family-owned, and many of those are quite old. Our company is actually 86 years old, and tomorrow I think one of the speakers from CP, his company is turning 98 this year, and we have a few other companies who's in the 100, the centurion figures. So for me, I think that's something that I take notice, how business, especially family business, can continue to do well over a long period of time. Normally I give talk on about family business, but that will take too long. So I'm just going to pick one topic out of all of these, which could apply to family and or non-family business, is in terms of sustainability. Which slide are we on now? Okay. I think the word SD, sustainability development, was just recently coined. I think UN, next slide please. UN had just passed the sustainability development 4 years ago, 2015. But company that's been around has done all they can. I think all the company, even though the word sustainability development was not around, but we all feel that first of all, the initiative, we need to take care of our stakeholders. You're all businessmen here. Stakeholders are what? Shareholders, employees, customers. Then the next step after that is what we usually call CSR, where you start taking care of other people, the society. But that's not all about sustainability development. I'm sure I'm not saying anything new to you guys, but SD is what actually, how do we prosper doing business now for the future generation. That means basically you don't waste resources, you don't create more carbon footprint, etc., etc. What's up there on the slide, I think it's just basic. It's just basic, which again, I'm sure you know about the water, the renewable energy, low carbon footprint. So anyway, I think that's a really big picture. So I'd like to take this opportunity to show what I'm not here to advertise my newest project, okay? But I think it's a pretty good example of how we manage the whole thing, that we can all prosper, whether it's the business itself, the community, the natural resources. Okay, so this is our what we call our project Crossroads Maldives. I'm not quite well prepared on this just because our project was just officially opened 6 weeks ago. So even at that time, I wasn't sure whether it would be completed on time, and therefore I wouldn't have anything to say tonight. But it is. So next slide. Okay, that's just an overview. Before I go further, I think the slide after this is a video. This project has been covered by History Channel from day one. The project started about 3 years ago. But from day one that we started the project, History Channel came to us and said, we want to do a documentary on it. And so this is just a very short advert for the History Channel, but the series itself has been running. I think we have 6 episodes. It ran on History Channel. I'm sure you can find it elsewhere. So can you start the video?
Welcome to the largest integrated tourism and leisure resort in the Indian Ocean. Yet just 18 months ago, it was nothing more than a shallow lagoon and a grand vision.
It's going to be something different.
This was absolutely stunning. So now we have to make it happen.
This is a story of island building.
This project requires 150,000 tons of rock boulder.
A construction project on a scale unprecedented in the Maldives.
Standing here, you can actually see how massive it is.
With the lightest of environmental footprints. And of a master plan, combining exclusive attractions.
Wow, amazing, huh?
With personality and flavor. To create a world-class resort.
I love that sound. Like the sound of progress. Concrete makes it and people screaming. Fantastic.
This is the making of Crossroads Maldives.
See how big it is. The project itself, we signed a long-term lease agreement with the government of Maldives, 50 plus 49 years, so basically 99 years, and where we reclaim one of the lagoon. This location is actually only 15 minutes from the capital city and the international airport. So and it will give us advantage later on, I'll tell you. So when we went to propose to them, it's a lagoon with coral bed of about 80 centimeters below sea level. So when we went with our concept, we had to pitch in terms of how we do not displace the natural habitats there, or how we would not increase the carbon footprint. On this slide, basically, is 2 or 3 things that we actually got through to the government before they actually sign off on the deal, in terms of how we want to help to sustain and build the local community. Maldives, for some of you who haven't been there, there are over 3,000 islands. And the government, even though it's a central government, they cannot take care of all the 3,000. So they have all kinds of social issues, problems. So we said, let's do something for their community, for the whole country, by way of using this Discovery Center upper right-hand corner. And then our keyword of the progress was the building big but protecting small. So how did we do that? Okay, next slide. Okay, you've seen in the video, when we reclaim this land, we landfill it. Okay, we landfill it. We use the sand not from the local area. In most places, you will notice that people will dredge the sand up right away. But because this is a very rich environmental, we decided that we need to, when we carve out 9 islands, we need to get sand. First of all, we need to get sand from elsewhere where it's allowed. But anyway, the land itself of the 9 islands roughly is about 600,000 something square meters. Not too big. Okay, next slide. One of the earliest obstacle, once we signed on with the government, we discovered for the blueprint of the construction, there were a large nest of turtle. So we actually have to redesign the whole outlet just so that we got away from where the turtle were. So we need to actually reshape the whole the complex so that we will not disturb that turtle. We actually named the turtle Emma. Because the lagoon itself is called Empudu. That's the name of the lagoon. So we call the turtle Emma. It's still alive and well, and now even 2.5 years after the construction is done, you can go dive and say hi. So I'm serious. Okay, next slide. This is what I talk about for most projects in the Maldives. And tomorrow, I think one of the speakers is from the Chutinant Hotel Group. They also have a hotel there, but they didn't reclaim. They actually leased from the existing island. But for us, like I said, what we decided that we address the area. Sorry, go back. Okay, this is our project. We could have just dredged the sand from here, but it wouldn't swell. But this was the area, what we call Moro area, where this is where the government designated the sand can be used. Okay, so we actually have, and by doing that, we actually increased distance of work to 7 to 14 miles, like you say, at the time, much longer than what it normally would do. So those are some of the things that additional costs that happen, but we would be ready and willing to absorb those costs. Okay. Next slide. This is when we started hand filling. It's like nothing. This was only 2 years ago. Okay. Next slide. Part of construction, or most of construction, luckily we use prefab. All the prefabrication was done here in Thailand. The stilt for the water bungalows, the floor, the walls, the roof, everything is all prefab. What does that do? So obviously it shortens the time. This is all prefab. And once it's that, it disturbs the area as little as possible, where normally you would have to actually drill down to get for the piling of all the, whether it's water villa or on the land itself. So I think those are some of the things, because what happened is we also found out on the animal side that noise is one of the factor it drives away. The study that we had before in other projects, usually it will take about 3 years for the natural habitat to return to their development. But for us, the day I went for the grand opening 6 weeks ago, there were lots of rains, stingray right on the water knee level where we built bridges over. I just found out from my staff they found hammerhead is there already. So this is we're still in progress of building additional construction, but I think we proved to everybody that we did not disturb the natural environment. Okay, next slide. Next slide. Okay, this is a little closer look to what's different from other projects in Maldives. Up to now, since 1974, Maldives opened up the country, and the biggest income for them is tourism. But all the tourism, because they have all these small islands, it's all exclusive, non-family, high-end, and nothing else. So you go there for 4 or 5 days on your honeymoon, and there's nothing else. And unless you get remarried or something, then you have to go back. But anyway, so our project is that we start hotels. We're going to build a township. And this township you see behind me, we have marinas, we have clubs, we have restaurants, and most of all, we're going to get to later, we built these discovery center that I mentioned earlier, and it really worked. 4 or 5 Maldivian government agencies came and got involved. Okay, next. Okay, so like I said,
Mega brands like the Hard Rock Hotel, Cafe Del Mar, and Sky Lagoon. Bro, Jamal.
Next slide. Okay. All right, sorry. So we did the protection, the reef protection, and like I said, the noise reduction. Okay, so those are some of the things that we did. Next slide. These are just landmark that we chose. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, what we have here, this is interesting. I said we're trying to give back to the community. There's so many ways of doing it. We hire more people, we educate them. But this is one that, sorry, back to the other slide. This, not this slide. Okay, continue. Okay, this is this is a discovery center which includes everything, the know-how in terms of marine biology, and even to their handicraft, the local handicraft. They found out that they're losing all their traditional art and craft. You know, they're not like Thailand where we have all these centers. They don't. We actually had to go out and find a guy, the last person in Maldives who does the local drums, and he lives like 10 hours away by boat. You know, and the government didn't even know about him. So we got him to like video his craft, and it's available in this. Sorry about this. Okay, continue. Next slide. Okay, this is within this Discovery Center. We teach them how to take care of the marine life, and all the guests, if you go there, you actually can grow and plant coral, grow coral, because we've got these coral nursery. Okay, so basically we want what the government wants for their people, and that's all what we're doing is that they want the Maldivian people to realize the importance of nature for them, because that's their main attraction, that's their main draw. You know, if there's no more corals or the water's polluted, they said this is the end of their future for the country. So, but they haven't had this kind of center before. So when we came up with the idea, they were fully behind it, but we got support from all the ministry and universities. Okay, and also we manage this language center, which is kind of funny. The language center, it's because everything is in English and the local language. We want to make sure that all the language is proper. It's like in Thailand, I'm not sure what institute, they actually have the way the proper languages are used. So we sign on with them. Some of the ministry I mentioned earlier about who participate is the National Planning Ministry, obviously, because they overlook all the reclamation. The Ministry of Fisheries and Marine Resources, they're part of our program. The EPA got on board, and the National University, like I said. Next. Okay, all right. Now come to me, I think this is one of the really big topic, except we don't have the picture for it. The people previously, the people cannot go onto all these resort islands. They're forbidden, but they don't have place for the local people, especially capital city, to enjoy beaches, even though they are surrounded by water. So what we offer them is that we have excess space out on the mainland, and we actually built them what we call picnic beach. This is a beach where we have handed over to them. Okay, they'll take care of it, but it's open to the public. So the local people can come and enjoy the barbecue, the whatever. It's quite a large area. I forgot the numbers of the square meter, but it's quite, maybe we'll have picture elsewhere. So that, I think that's one of the things that it was part of what the government, the new government, the existing government, was their policy. So we made that happen. So I think that was something which we give, again, we think it's like we give back to the government. Okay, thanks. Okay, like I said, we went through, we make sure we hit all the right ministry that's involved. And the next slide, yeah, like I was saying about this drum and all the laws, art and handicrafts. I think we managed to bring it all back here. So right now, all the high schools or even grade school, they have trips to come and study all this here, whether it's marine biology and or these traditional handicrafts. So this is the first. In capital city, they don't have it. Okay. Another thing we did is for the people, by law, each resort has to hire 51% of local staff. Okay. Right now, our achievement is 60%. But what's more important is on our resort right now, we have 922 local staff, but out of 922, we have 150 females. That's unusual, first of all, because of their religion. But more importantly, like I said, most of the resorts are far away. The Lusitani, the guest speaker tomorrow, you would have to fly another hour from the major international airport in Maldives to get to this. So what happened is that, so they would have to work 3-4 weeks. It takes them maybe 5 days to get back home. So what happened is because of our location, females, women can come and work and go home by night. You know, and we have shuttle for them to the capital city and all that. So I think that's one of the things that I think it's a plus. It's something better than what they have. So I think that's this one. Like I said, I'm not here to promote this project, but I'm just saying that I think we try to get 360 degrees of how we took care of the community, of the environment, and everything. Next, please. This is normal. I think most of you guys know it, how we basically recycle the trash, the water, whatever. I don't think it's up to our satisfaction yet, especially in terms of energy. But we will continue to work on it. But that's not these stuff that we can take steps on. All right. So really, last slide. Basically, I think it comes back to where they started. I think it's important for company to sustain profitability, to sustain long-lasting commercial value. You need to think long-term, and in long-term that means you need to take care of everybody. Again, not only the stakeholders, not only the CSR, but how you want to lead the future for your kids and the next generation. So I think it's something that I know we're doing it. I'm sure a lot of companies are doing it, but it's something that we need to do more and more people to get involved. So that's about it. I think I didn't use too much time, and please, I'm sure you all digest out. So I think there's more food out there. Anyway, thanks very much for your attention.
Let's give it up to Chutinant. Bhirombhakdi. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your insight and, of course, very